At 14,410 feet above sea level, you'll discover a Washington state landmark, Mount Rainier. Standing as the most prominent peak in the Cascade Mountain Range, this active volcano is home to a variety of sensitive ecosystems. Over time, human impacts have affected these delicate areas. Here in Mount Rainier National Park is a location called Paradise. Paradise is home to absolutely breathtaking views in a rare subalpine wildflower meadow. It is here where nitrogen deposition, a type of air pollution, is being studied. Washington State University PhD candidate Justin Poinsett is at the forefront of that research.
Looking at the leaching of nitrogen out of these systems. As sensitive as alpine soils are, alpine lakes are even more sensitive.
Nitrogen is one of the most common elements in the universe. It travels from the atmosphere in forms of gas, vapor, and water. Almost all of atmospheric nitrogen is inert or non-reactive and known as N2. N2 has no impacts on soils or plants. What Justin and other scientists are more concerned about are the reactive forms of nitrogen that come from sources such as fossil fuel combustion and fertilizers. Nitrogen is essential in plant growth. However, too much reactive nitrogen can negatively affect delicate wildflowers in mountain streams.
So whatever's leaching out of these systems actually can impact the lakes downstream and cause serious problems in those lakes.
So where is this nitrogen coming from?
We have a pretty good handle on what the sources are.
Tawny Cummings is a National Park Service air quality specialist.
Automobiles are a really big contributor to nitrogen. Any kind of fossil fuel combustion, so coal, natural gas.
Park officials are increasingly concerned about the long-term effects of these emissions.
A visitor can see the impact from visibility degradation pretty easily, but nitrogen deposition, the impacts on ecosystems, it's so subtle.
The parks are a precious resource. There's a lot of flowers here that can't grow anywhere else. People come up here for the recreational value to see the sights, and if we have a lot of detrimental effects from nitrogen deposition, that might decrease the recreational value of the parks and diminish these important resources.
Gathering the data on these resources is the important work that Poinsett is doing. Over the past 2 years, he has spent most of the spring and summer months at 6,500 feet in elevation, collecting gas, soil, and snow samples. While it will be some time before his research is complete, Justin says early indications show a substantial increase in the amount of nitrogen leaving the soils and going into alpine watersheds. Justin hopes the results of his research will be of use to regulatory agencies like the EPA and will assist in ensuring that the delicate beauty of these fragile ecosystems will be here for many future generations. Reporting from Mount Rainier in Washington State, I am Renee Hausske for the Murrow College.